Today we are going to see one of the interesting coding challenge in Java with respect to Stream API, in which we are going to learn how to use collectors efficiently. Okay, as always, we want to go through by doing some hands-on with the help of some having some problem statement and then finding a solution approach and then start doing coding. Okay, so let's get started. So what is the problem statement? The problem statement says that you have given a list of person objects. Okay, and we need to group them by their age, and then we need to create a map where the age is the key and the list of names of the people of that age is the value. What does it mean? So you have list of person objects, which means whenever you read like this person object, which means there should be a class called person, and then there is a list of objects of person type, right? Which is nothing but given list of person objects. That's the first point. So for this, we need to group these objects, person objects, by their age. Okay, which means age should be one of the parameter of this class, right? Which means like a field variable, right? And then we need to create a map finally, where this map should have key value, isn't it? So the key should be the key of the map should be age, okay, and value should be the list of names. Okay, so for this, let's try to see if there is any possibility to do with the help of 1.8 features. Yes, in Stream API, we have something called, finally, you have to collect it by grouping by, okay, and then you can also use mapping. Let's see how it works. Guys, as we know, as always, first of all, if someone says that like we need to give a list of person objects or any class objects, we need to first create the class first, right? So here I'm saying class person. In this class person, I need to have something called age, right? So let's say I want to have something called age, which is nothing but integer age. Assuming I want something in the name also, so I would say string name. Okay, then whenever I want to create objects, I need to pass this value because these are instance variables, right? Which doesn't have any value, right? Which means we need to pass the value to assign to this instance variables whenever we get an object. Okay, so for that, what I can do, I can simply use in the person of, it's nothing but a constructor. So here, this is my default constructor. Now I'm going to create custom defined constructor in which I need to pass these values, right? So what I should do, I should give two things, right? One is string name, other one is int age. Okay, these two parameters, if I pass it, I need to assign it to these variables. How to assign it to these variables? I have to represent with the help of this dot name is equal to whatever coming from the argument name. This dot age is equal to whatever coming in the argument age. Okay, now we know how to create a person object. Okay, all done. So now we have the person class. We should be able to create an object for this class. But here they talk about given a list of person objects, which means we need to have list of person objects, right? Which means I have to create an objects like one by one. So the way of creating an object is with the help of new keyword. Then I have to call the constructor, isn't it? But I need list of objects. How I can do? In the list, there is a method called of. Okay, so here you can pass the list of objects. What objects I want to pass? First object, I want to create new person of, comma. Similarly, I want to create some new persons. Okay, assuming like I want to create some 4% like this, in which I want to add all these values. Okay, so if you guys see here, I have created like 4%. Okay, and then this has to be list. So I have to import the list from java.util. Okay, list of objects is created. And now I need to save this, right? So I would say this is nothing but a list of people records. So I would say list of person object, which is like people is equal to list of. Okay. So after you create this, what is error we are getting it? Okay. List dot of. Okay. What is this list is having an error? Let me regroup here. Okay. It's kind of a two arrays we have, and then this giving me an error saying that we have to rename it. Okay, dot of. Okay, so we don't have this method. Let me go through this. We don't have this method, right? So what we can do, or we can simply say arrays is equal to arrays dot as list of objects, isn't it? So this also should work, isn't it? Arrays dot as list of these objects, right? What is the problem? Oh, here there is works, right? So yeah, this works, right? So now I'm having list of people objects. That's fine. For this list of given people object, what is the person is saying? Okay, this is already defined. I would simply say person one here, so that like wherever I think there is a class called person already in my current package. I'm using it for core Java coding standards stuff. So let's move on here, right? So now we have list of person objects. Now we have to use this to group them by their age. If I group them these 3-4 objects, what will happen? For 25 age, I should have Alice and Charlie. For 30 age, I should have Bob and David. So how to do that? So as I was telling, we need to use collection framework with the help of Stream API. We have to think about it. First, I want to convert this list to Stream API in order to apply any methods. For that, I have to use people dot stream of. The moment I use stream of, then this particular collection is becoming not parallel stream, just stream. Okay, this becomes a stream object, Stream API. So here we have to collect it. Okay, finally we have to collect it with the help of collectors. The help of collectors. So here we have some method called grouping by. Collectors dot grouping by. Here you have, if you guys see here, we can apply a function, right? So grouping by, we can apply a function, which means like you have to apply lambda also we can do, right? So let's say if I pass the age, I have to get the age, right? For the given person, I need to get p dot age, okay? And then I have to use something called, I have to map it, right? Finally, I have to map it, right? What is that? Collectors dot mapping. There is a function, there is a method called mapping. So here we have to use name, which is something, but if I pass p, then I want to get, if I pass p, then I need to get p dot name, okay? And then finally you have to collect it as a list. So how to do that? That is also with the help of collectors dot to list. Okay, now you guys see here, I have simply converted this list of person objects into Stream API, and then I want to collect this actual Stream API with the help of grouping by, wherein I was using like by giving a key value pair. So key is nothing but age, right? If I give the person name, then person's name age is a key, and then value is nothing but I want to map it using the entire list, right? Whatever we have. So now whatever I did, I'm getting it with the help of mapping, right? The output is nothing but map. Okay, what I can do, I can simply assign this to a map of integers and list of string, because integer is something but, okay, let me import it. Okay, integer is something but the age, and the string is something but the actual names, right? Adds to names, right? Now we are actually grouped it. Now I want to simply display this, right? I want to print it. So how I can print in system.out.println, I can simply print this map, and let's see what it is going to give us. If you guys see here, for 25th age group, there are two people, right? Alice and Charlie. For 30th age group, we have Bob and David. Let's say if I want to add one more guy, and let's say that person name is, let's say, Karthik, right? And then let me go ahead and then run this program and see in 30th age whether Karthik is coming or not. Yes, you see here, Bob, David, and Karthik, right? Which means we are able to use Stream API collection method to efficiently handle the grouping by of objects within the collections, right? So this is how like we have to approach a solution, and then we have to find a way to write it in a cleaner and more concise way. I hope this is very clear for you guys. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button to this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to our channel as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.